As a basis of crystal field theory, we know that metal ion and ligand there is an electrostatic force of attraction. Outermost d orbitals of the metal ion experiences repulsion due to ligand field. For the sake of brevity, CFT assumes spherically symmetrical field so that energetics will be clear to us. But in spherically symmetrical hypothetical field, degeneracy is maintained. So same case will be there as is of the free metal ion. Only thing, the orbitals will be of higher energy. But that is not the reality. Considering geometrical aspect, whether it's octahedral or tetrahedral or square planar, different splittings we have studied. What's the importance of that splitting? We distributed electrons in those splitted orbitals. We considered two different cases, high spin case, low spin case, weak field complexes, strong field complexes. What is the purpose behind that? What is the output of that? That we are going to study in this point. Because of crystal field splitting, because of distribution of electron, because of calculation of crystal field stabilization energy, we could describe many physical phenomena related to those metal ions and related complexes. In order to have a grip, let us talk about octahedral complexes. And the properties like ionic radii can be explained. Now question you will be with how it can be explained. See, in general sense, in a periodic table, as we move from left to right, atomic or ionic radii decreases. And that was expected. Why for? Because electrons are held in the same orbital, while nuclear charge is increasing, atomic number is increasing, number of protons are increasing. Because of shrinking of the ion, we expect decrease in size, we expect smooth decrease was expected, but reality is different, and that we can answer by means of the splitting and electronic distribution. Means exactly what happens, those 5d orbitals are split in two parts, one T2g and EG. T2g is a lower level orbital, so it is near to the nucleus now. So if any electron enters in T2g, it will be near to the nucleus, so size will increase or decrease? Certainly it will decrease. And if electron enters in the EG orbital, relative to spherical hypothetical field, electron is going further away, so because of that size will increase. And in true sense, ligands are approaching along axis. So if an electron enters in the EG orbital, then that electron will come in between ligand and metal ion. Because of that, metal ion can't exert that much attraction. Ligand coming closer, ligand will go away because of the repulsion exhibited by this electron, and due to which the size of the metal ion will increase. Means true size in the complex depends upon surrounding, depends upon ligands, depends upon interaction, depends upon electronic configuration. How electronic configuration affects the sizes, that we are going to study. Here ligand will keep same. Many times aqua or water forms a complex. Hydration also we can study. So during hydration, energy releases. So energy released, that's a hydration energy. How much hydration energy can be released, that we can predict on the basis of the crystal field theory, CFSE calculation we did. So how is the variation of the ionic radii with change in the electronic distribution, with entry of electron in T2g or the EG orbital, that we are going to study in this part. By the way, if we consider the aqua complex, if we consider hydrated metal ion, means metal ion as it enters in the water, water molecules will surround and one interaction between them will be there, energy will be released, and 1 mole of metal ion, how much energy releases, that energy is called hydration energy. That calculation we can do on the basis of CFSE. CFSE calculation we already did. So for high spin complexes, how the variation of hydration energy is possible, that we can study. Plus further physical properties are there, those we can describe on the basis of electron distribution. If splitting is clear to you, if electron distribution is clear to you, if the role of orbital is clear to you, position of orbital is clear to you, you will understand this part of application of crystal field theory. Let us work for one of the physical property. It is very interesting to find the application of crystal field effect to describe the ionic radii of the dipositive metal ions. Even tripositive metal ions we can explain. And for the sake of brevity, I am considering first transition series metal ions. As we move from the left to right, as a general sense, ionic radii decreases. It's our idea. So from scandium plus 2 to zinc plus 2, or right from calcium if I consider D0 system to Zn plus 2 D10 system, with increase in nuclear charge, size should decrease, so continuous decrease is expected. So by dotted line, whatever the curve was shown, that was our expectation. But surprisingly, practically, we found many metal ions are there. They are smaller than expected. On what ground can we explain? Yes, crystal field theory, splitting and distribution of electron come for our help. How? Let us see. See, the first case is calcium, where D0 electronic configuration. So electrons are not there in the T2G or the EG orbital. So because of that usual trend, what is there that is observed? So it is one of the reference point that is on the dotted line. Now what will be our logic to explain the phenomenon? If electrons are there in the axial orbitals, which are axial orbitals? Dx square minus y square or dz square, or I can say Eg set, then those electrons will directly face the ligands. Because of that, ligand will experience some repulsion. On the other hand, ligand will get shielded from the nuclear charge because in between electrons are coming. Because of that, ligand will experience less attraction from the metal ion. So distance of metal ion and ligand will be larger, causing bigger metal ion. Means if entry of the electron is there in EG orbital, relatively size will be larger. And if electrons are not there in the EG orbital, relatively size will be smaller. Let us see our element. Actually, scandium plus 2 should be there, which is a D1 system. But since scandium plus 2 doesn't form a stable dipositive complexes, we are not discussing that. Titanium plus 2C. Titanium plus 2 has D2 system. Two electrons will be in which orbitals? Will be in T2G orbitals. Are they in EG orbitals? No. Will they cause any shielding or repulsion? No. So size should increase or decrease? Decrease. Therefore, considerable decrease in the size of the titanium plus 2 relative to expectation. What is expectation value? That dotted line curve is there, no? That was expected value. And that's some magic of crystal field splitting and electron distribution. Let us continue our discussion. Third element is vanadium plus 2. Vanadium plus 2 electronic configuration D3. So all three electrons are there in T2 orbital. Nuclear charge relative to titanium plus 2 increase and electrons are not there in the EG orbital. Because of that, repulsion is less. Because of that, shielding of the nuclear charge to the ligand is not there. So compared to titanium plus 2, vanadium plus 2 is further smaller. Rather than expected dotted line value, considerable decrease is there in the size of vanadium plus 2. And if you observe in the first half, vanadium plus 2 is the smallest cation, and that is possible only and only if by consideration of crystal field splitting and electron distribution. Now see the next element, chromium plus 2, D4 electronic configuration, T2G3 and EG1. Yes, in EG orbital now electron is entered. Because of the electron entry in the EG orbital, repulsion with the ligand will be there. Ligand will get screened by the electron from the nuclear charge. Because of that, size increases. Compared to whom? Vanadium plus 2. Therefore, chromium plus 2 is larger in size compared to vanadium plus 2. It is approaching now towards the dotted curve. See the next element, manganese plus 2. Here, electronic configuration T2G3 EG2. Yes, now in EG orbital, two electrons are there. Those two electrons will shield the ligand field. They will not allow the ligand to approach closer, and because of that, size will be bigger compared to chromium plus 2, and CFSC 0 is a normal situation. Means as good as splitting has not occurred. Spherical hypothetical symmetrical field, that situation is there. Therefore, we found manganese plus 2 size is as was expected. It is on the dotted line. Let us apply the logic to the second half of the first transition series metal ions. Next ion is Fe plus 2. Electronic configuration T2G4 EG2. Now compared to Mn plus 2, electron is entering T2G orbital, which is not causing shielding, which is not causing repulsion, but nuclear charge increase, and because of that, Fe plus 2 is experiencing considerable decrease in the size compared to the dotted line expected size. After Fe plus 2, next is cobalt plus 2 D7 system electronic configuration T2G5 Eg2, second electron in T2G orbital compared to the Mn plus 2, size further decrease because nuclear charge is increasing and RD electrons are not going to oppose the ligands to approach closer, and because of that their sizes are less. The same case happened for the cobalt plus 2. Cobalt plus 2 is smaller than Fe plus 2. Then see the next element Ni plus 2. D8 is electronic system. So if I split that, T2G6 Eg2 compared to cobalt plus 2, one more electron is added in the T2G orbital. Because of that, repulsion is not there. On the other hand, because of increase in the nuclear charge, the size of the Ni plus 2 decrease. So among the second half ions, Ni plus 2 is the smallest. In the first half, vanadium plus 2 was smallest. Vanadium plus 2 D3 configuration, so maximum number of the electrons in the T2G orbital in the first half, and nickel plus 2 maximum number of electrons in the T2G orbitals in the second half of the first transition series. Therefore, in the second half, Ni plus 2 is the smallest cation. That's a D8 system. As we come to the copper plus 2, we found that copper plus 2 is shown by the white circle because copper plus 2 is not going to obtain a stable octahedral complexes, and therefore we are not discussing its size there. Case of copper plus 2 is different. If I come to Zn plus 2, Zn plus 2 shows increase in the size. Now Zn plus 2 D10 electronic system means T2G6 Eg4. 4 electrons are there in the Eg orbital, and if you see the CFAC is 0, as was the case for calcium plus 2 D0 system, as was the case for Mn plus 2 D5 system. Therefore, Zn plus 2 is on dotted line. So except calcium plus 2, Mn plus 2 and Zn plus 2, other cation sizes we found to be the less. The reason is splitting of d orbitals in octahedral field and distribution of electrons. In conclusion, what can we say? If electron enters in the T2G orbital, then size will decrease. But if electron enters in the Eg orbital, size will increase compared to whom? The previous metal ion. Relatively, we are discussing the sizes. Let us understand the variation of sizes of dipositive metal ions from the first transition series in strong field, in low spin situation. Actually, electronic configuration of first 3 D1, D2, D3 is same for the high spin and for the low spin. So it is not a matter of discussion more. Point of interest starts from D4, D5, D6, D7 where low spin and high spin electronic configurations are different. Again for D8, D9 and D10 electronic configuration is same. Point of interest is those 4 electronic systems D4, D5, D6 and D7. Now here see, vanadium plus 2 already is discussed there. It is a D3 system. Only for the reference point it is considered. For chromium plus 2, in a low spin situation, number of electrons, the deep electronic configuration, number of electrons should be more in the T2G. So it is expected size should decrease. But chromium plus 2 in low spin condition do not form the complexes, therefore question mark is represented. Similarly, Mn plus 2 D5 systems, all 5 electrons if are entering in the T2G orbital, size accordingly should decrease. What is our logic? If electron enters in T2G orbital, size will decrease. If it is in Eg orbital, size will increase. So Mn plus 2 was expected to decrease. Again the same case, Mn plus 2 in low spin condition is not going to obtain the octahedral complexes. Now see the Fe plus 2. Here possibility of existence is there. Therefore I consider Fe plus 2 as D6 electron system and low spin, all 6 electrons will enter the T2G orbital. It is the ever maximum number of possible electrons in the T2G orbitals are there. And because of that, Fe plus 2 is the smallest in size. As we progress further, as we come to cobalt plus 2, D7 system, 7th electron will come in the Eg orbital, and as per our previous logic, that electron will show the repulsion, that electron will increase the size, and therefore size of the cobalt plus 2 is increased. And about the D8, low spin, the high spin cases are the same. Size is increased, copper size increase, then up to zinc. So what is the point of interest? In low spin case, Fe plus 2 will be the smaller. In high spin case, vanadium plus 2 and Ni plus 2 in respective halves will be the smaller one. Let us understand the variation of ionic radii of tripositive metal ions. Here both high spin and low spin cases are shown one time only. Let us talk about the high spin cases. By hollow white circles, the high spin cases are mentioned. If I start from the scandium plus 3, where D0 is electronic system is a reference point. Then titanium plus 3 due to entry of electron in T2g orbital size decrease. Vanadium plus 3 entry of electron T2g orbital size decrease. Chromium plus 3 now it's a D3 electronic configuration. T2g 3 electronic configuration. Because of that size decrease. After chromium, after D3 in D4, especially for high spin cases, electron will enter the EG orbital. So after chromium plus 3, manganese plus 3, you are finding increase in size. It is a D4 system. Then Fe plus 3, D5 system, further increase in size is there. It is indirectly the first half you can consider D0 to D5. After that, cobalt plus 3, D6 system, entry of electron T2 orbital, size decrease. Ni plus 3, D7 system, entry of electron T2 orbital, size decrease. After all, copper plus 3 was expected, but it is not going to show that stable oxidation state, therefore it is not represented. Similarly, the case for Zn plus 3, which is not showing the triposition state. But therefore, one more point extra is considered. After zinc, that's a gallium, atomic number 31. It has D10 electronic configuration. As calcium plus 2 we consider for D0 electronic configuration. Now here for D10 electronic configuration, I am considering gallium plus 3. Its size is going to increase because entry of electron is there in the EG orbital. Ion should exist. Therefore, the existing ions and their variation is very clear cut, properly explained by splitting concept and distribution of electron. Crystal Crystalability is wise enough to explain these properties. Differences are there in D4, D5, D6, D7. So let me focus on only those 4 points. D4 system is Mn plus 3. Size of Mn plus 3 will be smaller than the chromium plus 3. D5 system, Fe plus 3. Size of the Fe plus 3 should be smaller. Why? Entry of electron T2 orbital. I am talking about now low spin case, strong field complexes. Now cobalt plus 3, D6 system, over maximum possibility of electron in the T2g orbital. After all, if an electron enters, will be in the EG orbital. Over lowest ionic radii we are finding for the low spin case. After cobalt plus 3, Ni plus 3, where entry of electron will be in EG orbital. T2g6, EG1, it's a D7 electronic configuration. Size will increase. And for D8, low spin and high spin cases are what the same. But I said already, copper plus 3 not going to exist. Then D9 not going to exist. Therefore, I consider gallium plus 3 which is going to exist, and already I discussed that point. So here all dipositive, tripositive oxygen states offer strangeness metal ion and variation of ionic radii with the help of crystal field theory we have discussed. It's a great application of crystal field theory. As a homework question for you, it is a testing of your understanding. Two cations I am considering, Na plus 2 and vanadium plus 2. Both are smallest in their half. My question is, among these two, Na plus 2 and vanadium plus 2, who is smaller in size? And here apply the logic also. Understand the reason behind that. As we move from left to right, atomic size decreases because nuclear charge increases, atomic number increases, number of protons increases. Right answer in comment box, whether Na plus 2 or V plus 2.